Hello, my name is Jessica Machado from the Office of Disability Resources at UMW. Today I'll be sharing about general accessibility recommendations and considerations for in-person events. When planning an event, there are many aspects to consider, and while it won't be possible to cover everything in one short video, we'd like to give some general guidance to support you in your planning. Today I'll be covering recommendations related to planning, location, handling requests for accommodations, and considerations for the day of the event. One of the first steps you should take when planning an event is to be mindful of how you'll address access needs with your existing budget. It's important to keep in mind that should needs arise, the event planner is responsible for providing accommodations. For example, a participant may need the use of interpreting services. We recommend familiarizing yourselves with various vendors that have an existing contract with UMW and are already in our procurement contract database, such as Cobblestone. By asking questions to the procurement office in advance, you'll have a sense of the general costs and vendor contact information to get started easily. You can reach out to them through email at procure@umw.edu or phone 540-654-1127. Another area that's important to consider is the event's location. Thinking about how individuals access spaces to ensure an inclusive experience for all. Some considerations are making sure there is an accessible entrance, accessible route to the event from parking, adequate accessible parking, and signage on an accessible route to the event. You may wonder, how can one be sure to know what the access needs are of your participants so that you can plan ahead? We recommend including a way for individuals to request disability-related accommodations in your registration information. The most common types of requests for accommodations for events may include specific dietary considerations, the use of closed captioning or live captioning, large print materials, use of assistive listening devices, accessible electronic materials, adequate space such as for a service animal, wheelchair user, or personal assistant, or use of an interpreter. However, it's important to be mindful that there may be other needs that are identified, and it's our responsibility as a public university to provide access. Thinking about ways to incorporate breaks throughout the general program and how to share information about ways that people can access these spaces during the event can be very helpful. Providing expectations such as an agenda or program prior to the event may also help individuals with preparing how they'll manage their time and breaks as needed. Lastly, you may find that individuals do not request accommodations with much advance notice. Using third-party vendors, such as remote transcriptionists, requires prior coordination and is often difficult to set up at the last minute. But we have a responsibility to make our best effort to try. It's also important to remember that there are aspects of accessibility that do not require the use of a third-party service, and these are often beneficial for everyone. For example, if you're using a video as part of a presentation, be sure to check that the video has accurate closed captioning and ensure that it's turned on for the showing. Be sure to use a microphone so that all can clearly hear, especially in large rooms where people may not be able to sit nearest the speaker. If there's an interactive component with a large audience, be sure to have the presenter repeat questions or comments from a microphone to ensure others have a chance to hear. If using visual information, include audio descriptions so that people with vision loss or even those sitting far away also have an opportunity to participate. It's important to keep in mind that this is not a comprehensive list of everything that one needs to do to ensure accessibility for all. Be willing to engage and listen with an open mind to avoid making anyone feel as if they're not welcome. It's who we are as a university that strives to aspire for inclusive excellence. Try to do your best when needs arise and universally design programs so that accommodations aren't needed at all. When you plan ahead and think about accessibility from the beginning, you can help to ensure an enjoyable and inclusive event experience for all. Please review our event accessibility flyer on our website, and feel free to reach out to ODR anytime with questions. You can reach us through email at odr@umw.edu or by calling 540-654-1266. Thank you.